The party makes its final push before Decision Day. Party supporters taking to historic Clifford Park for its last major rally before the May 12th general election. Plus, the Free Nation Movement takes its machinery to Eleuthera. F&M candidates rally supporters as a battle for votes intensifies. And in sports, VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers fall short against the Knicks. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. And welcome to the broadcast live from Clifford Park, where the Progressive Liberal Party this evening returns home, a profoundly symbolic venue for the party, what it hopes to return to after the votes are counted on Tuesday. Our Corval Python will join us later in the broadcast with a live report from here. But first, we begin tonight with the PLP closing out its Family Island's visit with a stop in Long Island Friday night, where party heavyweights made passionate appeals to that island's residents to break with tradition and join the PLP's ticket. Corval Python has more tonight.
PLPs know that the F&M's hold on Long Island is legendary, but this election they are hoping to end that generations-long cycle. Party Deputy Leader, the Honorable Chester Cooper, making that point to Long Islanders last night in no uncertain terms.
You have been loyal. You've been steady. You've been a faithful partner to those other people. But yet, the PLP has done more for Long Island in 4 years than they have done in 40 years.
Keep the FNM out.
Renika Knowles has been tasked with getting Long Island in the PLP's winning column.
I stand before you here tonight not promising perfection. Anyone that knows me knows that I have built myself from the ground up. I am a person that will work harder than anyone to get the job done.
Long Island is also hearing from other candidates like South and Central Eleuthera's Clay Sweeting and Angliston's Glennis Hannah Martin.
The PLP is the only administration that actually invests in Long Island. The F&M takes you for granted. Enough is enough.
We come to you tonight asking for your support and the renewal of our sacred covenant with you and the Bahamian people in general.
Later, party leader, the Honorable Philip Davis, delivered the last of his Family Island campaign keynote addresses, reminding Long Islanders that it is a constituency the PLP needs.
I see you. I respect you. And I understand. I understand the tradition on this island. I understand that family loyalties run deep here. I understand the names you grew up with, the relationships that shape how you vote, the way these things have always been done. I'm not asking you to forget any of that. I'm not asking you to leave your party forever. I'm not asking you to give up who you are. I'm asking you for one thing. Lend me your vote, just this once. Lend me your vote so we can finish the work we've started here.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Python.
Well, Corval, thanks much, and you will hear more from Corval Python later on our newscast. I can tell you that the Free Nation Movement will also finish up here in New Providence. But on Monday last night, though, the party pushed its message to Eleutherians. Take a listen. With just days before Bahamians head to the polls to elect a new government, the Free Nation Movement making its final pitch to voters in Eleuthera during Friday night's rally. Free Nation Movement candidate for North Eleuthera, Ricky Mackey, told supporters the country needs rescuing and said an F&M government would prioritize infrastructure development, including improvements at the North Eleuthera Airport.
We will put a full team at the North Eleuthera Airport, not 10 people meandering along and pushing a little dirt here, pushing a little sand there. We will have the proper subscribed workers out there to see that airport come to fruition. And quickly. My brothers and sisters, if it's one thing the F&M knows, it's how to do infrastructure.
Veteran sportscaster and F&M candidate for Bain and Grantstown, Jay Philippe, also laid out the party's plans for sports development in Eleuthera and across the country.
An F&M government will put sports back at the heart of every Bahamian community. We will refurbish the Queen Elizabeth Sports Complex. We will complete the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. We will deliver 10-year sports infrastructure plan.
Free Nation Movement leader Michael Pintard also threw his support behind North Eleuthera candidate Ricky Mackey, praising his advocacy for fishermen, farmers, and small business owners throughout the island.
Ricky, my brother, you have fought for the people. And no matter what was said and done, you stood up. The fishermen in Spanish Wells, you fought for them. Those that are in Tarpon Bay and Savannah, all over this island, you fought for them. You fought for the small business persons. And when we were giving out the $5 million worth of grants for fishers and farmers, you advocated on their behalf.
The Free Nation Movement continues its campaign push across the islands as parties enter the final days before the general election. Well, the Bahamas Christian Council calling on the country to pause for prayer ahead of the May 12th general election. The council will host a special hour of prayer on Monday, May 11th at noon amid heightened emotions. They're inviting everyone to come together in worship unity.
There's been a noticeable rise of tension across various spaces in our society. And while passion in a democratic process is expected, we must be mindful of how we navigate this season because that determines the strength of our unity after the ballots have been counted.
Well, newly elected President Mario Moxie says a prayer will focus on national unity, wisdom for voters, and peace throughout the Bahamas.
We believe that this moment calls for humility, it calls for prayer, and it calls for divine intervention. We will be praying for, over the course of that 1 hour period, praying for wisdom in decision-making, peace in conduct and communication, protection over every candidate and their families, grace in both victory and disappointment, unity in our nation following the election.
We're expanding opportunities by investing in our people.
Opportunities like Upskill Bahamas.
We created our first national apprenticeship program.
We're promoting Bahamian ownership in tourism.
We're supporting Bahamian athletes.
Our first National Youth Guard.
We're building new roads and airports across the Family Island.
The world will keep changing, but so will we. And we're just getting started.
Go online to read our blueprint for progress.
Building up of any opportunities available to young people is definitely a part of the prevention limb of the 5-pillar approach to a more secure Bahamas. The fact that you don't perform well in literacy and numeracy has been found to be a marker for potential delinquency. And so the more effort you put in providing educational opportunities, and the earlier you do it, the more likely it is that persons will get on the right path and stay on the right path. And that is why, for instance, our concentration on vocational training is so important, because if I was forced into a vocational school, I would no doubt become very frustrated as I wasn't doing that well. But the same thing happens if you force people who are vocationally inclined into an academic setting. They don't succeed. They become frustrated that they're not succeeding. I had occasion for many persons who live in the Freetown constituency to approach me in issues with their young sons who might have been in issues with the law. Once we've addressed it, of course, I then had an obligation, as I had a ministry in that area, to speak with them. I told them all the time, there is a judge who knows everything and from whom there is no appeal, and you will face him at the end of the day. And some of the young men heeded, some did not. Had a public duty as a member of the bar to help people who were less fortunate, who otherwise wouldn't get legal services. If you do something that positively affects just one person, that's a metric that's worth aiming for.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
The decision will be made here. From the first polls to that all-important count, the only way the National Network can bring it to you from all across the Bahamas, coverage like no one else can. Decision 2026. Election night in the Bahamas, the ZNS Network. Election night, 5 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
You're still here?
But of course you are. But be sure to tune in every weekday at 7:30 p.m. for the Bahamas Tonight Access Now,
where we bring you the brighter side of news.
Join us for the Bahamas Tonight
Access Now, weeknights at 7:30 p.m.
In a world where our health defines our future and the Caribbean stands on the front lines of climate change, rising NCDs and global challenges, knowledge becomes our greatest defense. Caribbean Medical TV is your guide on the journey to wellness and insight, featuring our region's own doctors, nurses, climate specialists and medical institutions. From physical well-being to the emotional and mental balance we all deserve. Caribbean Medical TV empowers you because building a healthier future isn't just a regional goal, it's a global responsibility. In the Caribbean, vitality isn't just a goal, it's a way of living. Connect with the region through knowledge, hope, and the power of Caribbean resilience on Caribbean Medical TV, where awareness becomes power. Join the conversation. Join the movement. Be viewing Season 4 of Caribbean Medical TV right here on this station.
Planning the execution of a newscast is serious business. From the assignment to the concept of the story, everything has to be precise, on point, always. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, is your trusted news service. We get it right the first time. Our preparation for you each night is done with care, knowing that our voices will reach you on 700 islands and keys with unquestionable accuracy. It gives me great pleasure each night to say,
welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. I'm your national anchor, Makush Lopinder.
I have been coming to this island since I was 12 years old. It didn't take me long to realize the rich history it has here. When I bought this island in 2018, I fulfilled a lifelong dream. The goal is not only to preserve the memories I made over those years, but to make new ones and to give others the opportunity to do the same. As we go through this process, it has become clear to me, we aren't just rebuilding an island, we're reviving a legend.
I put
my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness.
It's MADIO Mario, and I'm inviting you to tune into Entertainment Fridays on the Bahamas Tonight. Access now at 7:30 p.m. You miss it, you diss it.
To fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn, I asked for help.
That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better. The decision will be made here. From the first polls to that all-important count, the only way the National Network can bring it to you from all across the Bahamas, coverage like no one else can. Decision 2026. Election night in the Bahamas, the ZNS Network. Election night, 5 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Some home items don't get enough attention until the wrong one fails. Let's talk about ladders, tubs, and toilets. A good toilet isn't just about looks. It needs a strong build, smooth flush, and easy clean. These are built for daily use, and they're strong, modern, and reliable. Next, ladders. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. It has a strong frame, a solid step, and proper grip. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. A tub should feel solid, comfortable, and easy to clean, not thin and flimsy. These tubs are made to last and make your bathroom feel better the moment you step in. If you want strong toilets, ladders, and quality tubs, visit We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. Send a WhatsApp to 636-8412 or shop online at wbusbahamas.com.
Strong family bonds provide a crucial support system, often filling the gaps that might otherwise lead to reliance on social assistance.
If we get the family structure support system right, you won't see adult children willingly putting their parents in senior citizens' homes. You won't see anyone putting children up for adoption. We should be the safety net for when the family begins to have some challenges.
Addressing the root causes of dependency is essential, as our goal is to shift the focus from merely providing aid to fostering self-reliance.
We must be prepared to move persons from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment. And I'm asking the public to join us on this journey.
This has been the Heartbeat Brief, an inside look at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting.
The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower is a globally recognized symbol for persons with invisible disabilities.
The Sunflower lanyard made our journey less stressful, smoother, and more inclusive.
REACH is proud to support the Hidden Sunflower Scheme, which makes the invisible visible. So far, the Nassau Airport Authority and the Nassau Cruise Port are Sunflower certified.
So if you see someone with a sunflower lanyard, always remember to be patient and ask if they need some help. Please be kind and always remember to show respect.
We wish to encourage more hotel operators with amenities such as water parks, restaurants, cinemas, government offices to join this initiative, making the Bahamas a more sunflower-friendly country.
Please feel free to reach out to the REACH office at 328-4123, or you can reach out to the National Commissions for Persons with Disabilities at 396-8700.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protect your life and help with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
You shouldn't get rid of or just discard dogs because they get old and they get sick and you don't want to spend more money on them. You should take care of them because they do need a lot of love. And as they get older, they need a lot of care too. It's important to know the needs of these dogs because I guess as they get older, they need a lot more work. But what you get in return from these dogs is great. It's a lot of love.
Near, far, where can I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price.
It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Well, welcome back, and we want to apologize to all of our viewers for that technical glitch that was experienced earlier in our newscast. We continue the news tonight with an interesting story from CFAL. Kalina Financial Advisors Limited recently held a coffee break webinar to help the public better understand the financial implications of campaign commitments. The discussion featured a panel of financial experts breaking down campaign pledges, key economic indicators, and what they truly mean for the country. Trading manager at CFAL, Anna Zerfers.
Red flag for me is big promises with no clear funding because, everything has a cost, like Pam said. So it's going to show up, if not today, it's going to show up later in higher debt and higher taxes. Election economics isn't political, it's mathematical. And, like people like to say, the math need to make sense. It has to add up.
Well, panelists say voters should remain cautious of ambitious proposals that lack transparency or detailed financial backing. Manager of investments, Lachelle White, says there's an important question voters should ask their representatives before casting their ballot.
I want to know, because they, put out these promises out there. I want to know, what is the cost of failure? What is the cost if this promise doesn't come to fruition? Like, who is going to pay for it? Because you're putting this out there, you're saying that this is something that's necessary, but if it isn't done, or if we don't have the economic growth to pay for it, if we have another global shock, what is the cost of this not coming to fruition?
Time now for crime news. A man who managed to elude police custody for more than 24 hours after escaping is once again behind bars. Police say 25-year-old Travis Saunders was captured on Current Island, Eleuthera, shortly after 9 a.m. Friday. Saunders, who had been arrested for causing harm, escaped from the Bluff police station around 3 p.m. Wednesday. Police were acting on a tip when the arrest was made. Meantime, a couple's spat escalated into someone being shot. The incident taking place on Coto Avenue, Lincoln Boulevard, just before 8 p.m. Friday. According to police, the victim got into a fight with his girlfriend over a can of soup. She then called her brother, who arrived on the scene, produced a firearm, and assaulted the complainant, who was able to wrestle the weapon from him. Police found the gun on the scene with no ammunition. Well, stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, continues after this.
Every job I've had, I've learned something invaluable. When I was in construction, my brother made us look for the screws and the nails in the dirt because your job could be held up if you ran out of nails. One of the sayings was, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. You are always on the clock. The FNM knows a strong economy means better jobs, more money in people's pocket, and a real comeback. And our team will work every day to make it happen.
The Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting is partnering with the Bahamas Christian Council to help build stronger Bahamian families.
I believe that our ultimate experience in living begins with God and family.
Our purpose is to facilitate, guide, inspire, and equip you to have a better life.
And a strong family foundation begins with each of us trying to become better individuals. Let's unite for a stronger Bahamas.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, leading Bahamians from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
5 years, we struggle as they rule. Our economy in ruins, job prospects dried up. Hundreds of millions spent on no-bid contracts. Illegal immigrants flooded our communities, our schools and hospitals broken, and healthcare unaffordable. Now they want 5 more years. If they get it, our future, our Bahamas, is gone. No more. Under the F&M, that changes, because they know their job is to work for you, not the few.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. VJ Edgecombe and the Philadelphia 76ers falling into an 0-3 hole after losing to the New York Knicks on Friday night, 108-94. Edgecombe posting 11 points, 7 boards, and 4 dimes. The Sixers, though, they were out-rebounded by the Knicks 49-33. New York shot 32 free throws compared to just 16 for Philadelphia. Now, the Sixers did just rally from a 3-1 deficit to defeat the Boston Celtics in round 1 of the playoffs, but 3-0 is much more daunting. Game 4 set for Sunday at 3:30 p.m. In football news, the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League hosting its high school football tournament today on the fields opposite the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. The tournament has steadily grown in competitiveness as well as participation over the past few years, with more than 10 schools battling for bragging rights. Schools participating not only from the Providence but the Family Islands as well.
Part of our vision of the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League, and the easiest way for us to do that was to start this high school tournament where we kind of go into the schools, teach the sport, and then allow them to come to compete in a one-day tournament. I mean, we start off 4 years ago with four schools, and now today we're happy that we have I think it's 14 schools and 17 teams playing today in both the junior and the senior division. So very, very happy about that. Most importantly too, what I really love, besides Abaco and Eleuthera coming here, is the fact that we have far more government schools now participating. Initially it was a lot of the private schools, but now we have a great mixture of both government and private schools playing.
Back in December of 2023, when there was an announcement at our assembly and they introduced the sports at our school, and I was like, let me try a new sport, because I was only playing one sport for most of my life. So I went out, played, and then the following year, that's when I started at BYFFL.
See, what drove me to it is the strategy that comes behind playing flag, and it isn't just about who's the biggest or the strongest, it's also about the IQ of the game. So that's why I like it.
In rowing news, with the Lake Cunningham Classic scheduled for next week Saturday at the aforementioned lake, the rowers at the Nassau Rowing Club are hard at work preparing for next week's event. San Antonio sports team catching up with their head coach, who had this to say.
We're going to have all sorts of different rowing boats going on. We've got 1, 2, 4 and 8 people boats racing here on Lake Cunningham over a 1,000 metre championship course. And we're going to have children from 13 years old upwards, up to adults, and the oldest adult in our club is 81 years old, proving that you can still be very active as you become more venerable in your years. So yeah, we're very excited about the race. Rowing has been growing significantly over the last few years. We've now got a number of teams, so rather than just Nassau Rowing Club, there are some different school teams such as the Windsor School, King's College School of the Bahamas, Lyford Key School have got their own teams, and then Nassau Rowing Club has absorbed kids from government schools and some of the other private schools to race against them and compete. But all the adults row for Nassau Rowing Club at the moment. I'd like to change that in the future. I'd like nothing more than to see parents of school kids knocking bits off each other on the racing track as well. That would be good fun.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Saturday. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
Every job I've had, I've learned something invaluable. When I was in construction, My brother made us look for the screws and the nails in the dirt because your job could be held up if you ran out of nails. One of the sayings was, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. You are always on the clock. The FNM knows a strong economy means better jobs, more money in people's pocket, and a real comeback. And our team will work every day to make it happen.
The decision will be made here. From the first polls to that all-important count, the only way the National Network can bring it to you from all across the Bahamas, coverage like no one else can. Decision 2026. Election night in the Bahamas, the ZNS Network. Election night, 5 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
In today's world, a community cannot plan enough for a potential disaster, especially a hurricane. I'm Mario Yuri, inviting you for a familiar walk. It's our 2026 Hurricane Seasonal Disaster Preparedness Program. Our special guest represents the Bahamas Red Cross, the Disaster Risk Management Authority, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, and the Department of Meteorology. Join us because preparation through education is less costly than learning through tragedy.
Well, like I told you earlier, we're live here at Clifford Park, the site for the Progressive Liberal Party's mass final rally ahead of the May 12th general election. Colwell Pyfrom in the midst of all the action. Colwell, what can you tell us?
Desmond, I got to tell you, the cyber crew is really interfering with our broadcast tonight. Had a whole long spiel to give you, but we're going to condense it because we are running short on time here. But tonight's rally here at Clifford Park looks a lot like the other rallies we've seen, except this. It's 10 times larger, amped up, and just more magnified. Let's take a look at what we can see out here tonight. Every single constituency is represented. There are sky boots, there are boots and boxes, and just a lot happening. The stage is pretty impressive as well. I see seating there, I think, for all the candidates. There's also going to be a live band, and the PLP is really expecting this to be a grand night for them. They are hoping that it is so potent, so impactful, that it causes a political hangover, a hangover that lasts until Tuesday. Back to you, Desmond. We'll see you at 8.
I'll definitely see you at 8 p.m. for our live broadcast. Time now for a check on our weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us with more. Basil, what can you tell us?
Good evening, Desmond. We're under partly cloudy skies. We have a temperature of 88 degrees, but with that relative humidity at 65%, that's going to feel more like 95 degrees. So very, very hot and humid conditions out there. So once again, we're advising you to keep yourself hydrated by taking in a lot of the H2O. Now, your barometric pressure, that's around 1,014.3 millibars, and that translates to 29.95 inches. Temperatures around the islands this evening. In Marshall, Barbacoa, 88 degrees there, 84 in Green Torquay. Also, Freeport, Grand Bahama at 84 degrees, the Berry Islands 85. Alistown, Bimini at 81 degrees, 83 in Harper Island. Roxanne, Eleuthera, Otterstown, Cat Island, 87. Black Point, Exuma, Kemp Space, St. Andrews at 83. Fresh Creek, Central Andrews, they have a temperature of 83 degrees. Now we'll pick up some 87s in San Salvador and also in Rum Cay. Georgetown, Exuma, 89 degrees. 89 is also in Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana, and Acklands reporting 88. We got 83 degrees in Matthew, Chandigarh, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 84 degrees. Your boating forecast tonight in the northwestern central islands. So the wind's going to be southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Wave height, not bad, 2 to 4 feet over the ocean, with the low tide taking place at 8:11 tonight. Meant for the southeast Bahamas, the wind's a little stronger there. We anticipate easterly flow, 12 to 18 knots, and the wave height 3 to 6 feet. So small craft to exercise a bit of caution. And then tomorrow, Sunday, Mother's Day, in the northwestern islands, the wind southeast once again at 10 to 15 knots, the wave height 2 to 4 feet. The low tide tomorrow, that will take place at 9:03 in the morning, with your high tide at 3 or 7 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, a bit breezy there, southeast winds, 12 to 18 knots. The wave height 3 to 6 feet. So once again, that caution flag is now extended to both the central and the southeastern Bahamas on Sunday. And our satellite pictures, well, it's showing a fall boundary approaching northern Florida, and that's going to push southeast eastward and be near the northwest Bahamas on Tuesday, which is election day, and that will keep us in that warm, humid pocket. So it's going to be very, very warm and humid over the next couple of days, and 1 or 2 spotty showers developing ahead of that frontal boundary. And our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, warm and humid. The low temperature tonight, a muggy 77 degrees. And tomorrow, we're looking at cloudy in the morning. Otherwise, there's going to be some intervals of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon. High temperature of 87 degrees. But look at that heat index, 97 degrees tomorrow. So once again, you are reminded to keep yourself hydrated. Extended weather forecast unfolding like this. The muggy conditions will continue right through Tuesday. Some relief on Wednesday as we anticipate some cloudy conditions as that frontal system works its way through. And your high temperature just slightly below normal time temperature this time of the year. Maximum that is about 86 degrees, so we're 1 degree below normal. And then we bounce back right after that. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we will see those daytime temperatures climbing up into the high 80s, getting close to the 90-degree mark. Nighttime temperatures once again becoming uncomfortable, so it seems as though air conditioning might be your best bet over the next several days. Desmond.
Sounds pretty good. Thanks, Basil. And that ends the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast. Be sure at 8 p.m. to tune in right here, Clifford Park, for live coverage of the Progressive Global Party's mass final rally. You don't want to miss it. For all of us here at ZNS News, thanks so much. Good night.
Come on, put your hands in there.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
Boy, put your phone down, the drop back on.
My chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord, thoughts of peace.